Hello friends, welcome to Dreamweaver Crocheting with Love. In today's tutorial, I am going to teach you how to crochet the Sunburst Granny Square. Now apart from the basic crochet stitches like single crochet, double crochet and triple crochets, the two different pattern stitch that I have used to make this granny square is puff stitch and double crochet cluster stitch. It's very easy and quick to do, so let's see how this is worked out. The materials that we need in order to make the Sunburst Granny Square are, these are the 4 different colored 4-ply cotton yarns that I will be using to make the granny square. So you can go for different color yarns as per your choice. I am using 2 different crochet hooks, 3mm as well as 3.5mm. Now for the granny square I will be working in total 5 rounds. So for the initial 2 rounds I will be using this 3mm crochet hook, and for the remaining 3 rounds I will be going for the 3.5mm crochet hook and scissors. So let's begin. To start up with our granny square, I am using this brown colored yarn and 3mm crochet hook. So first make a magic circle and work 2 chains. Now these 2 chains doesn't count as a double crochet. Now going inside this magic circle, work 16 double crochets. So here I have done with the 16 double crochets. Now just pull the tail of the magic circle in order to close it and slip stitch on top of the first double crochet worked. Now since for the second round we will be using another color, so just cut this yarn. Now for the next round, I will be using this cream colored yarn. So insert your hook into the same space where we have slip stitched and pull up this yarn. And in this round, we will be working with puff stitches. So holding the loop on your hook, yarn over, insert your hook into the same space and pull up a loop. Again yarn over, insert into the same space, pull up a loop. Again yarn over, insert and pull up a loop. So in total we are having 7 loops on our hook. Go through all the 7 loops and work 1 chain. So that makes our first puff stitch. Now we need to repeat the same sequence into the next stitch. So we'll be doing this for 3 times. Yarn over, pull through all the 7 loops and work 1 chain. So we will be repeating this pattern for the entire round. Now since for the first round we had worked 16 double crochets, so by end of the second round we will be having 16 puff stitches. So here I worked the last puff stitch of our second round. Now in order to end this round, slip stitch on top of the first puff stitch worked. And cut the yarn. So that completes our second round. So from the third row onwards, as I mentioned earlier, I have changed my hook size to 3.5mm and be using this grey colored yarn. Now insert your hook into the gap between the puff stitches and pull up this yarn. Now third round is a round of double crochet clusters. Each cluster is made up of 4 double crochets. The initial cluster that we will be making will be slightly different as compared to the other clusters of the round. So for this, work 3 chains. And these 3 chains will make the first double crochet and work 3 double crochets together. So This is the first double crochet worked halfway. This is the second worked halfway, and this is the third. So in total I have 4 double crochets. Yarn over, pull through all the 4 loops, work 1 chain to secure and work 1 more chain, which will be the chain 1 spacing. Now moving to the next gap, work 4 double crochet cluster. So this is the first double crochet worked halfway. This is the second worked halfway, third, and this is the fourth. Now I have 5 loops on my hook. Yarn over, pull through all the 5 loops, work 1 chain to secure and work 1 more chain, which will act as a chain 1 spacing. So in total I will be working 2 chains. For the rest of the clusters that we will be working for this round, we will be following this pattern. So just continue with the sequence till you have in total 16 double crochet clusters. So here I worked with the last double crochet cluster and worked 2 chains. Now in order to end this round, slip stitch on top of the first cluster worked and cut the yarn. Now for the fourth round, I'll be using this blue colored yarn. So insert your hook into one of the chain 2 spacing and pull up this yarn. Work 4 chains, and these 4 chains will make the first triple crochet, and into the same space work 2 more triple crochets. So including the 4 chains worked initially, I have worked 3 triple crochets. Now work 3 chains. And going back into the same space, work 3 more triple crochets. So this makes our first corner. Into the next 3 chain 2 spacing, we will be working 3 double crochets each. So going to the first space, work 3 double crochets. Moving to the next space, again work 3 double crochets. And moving to the next, work 3 double crochets. Now we will be repeating this pattern for 3 more times. So going to the next space, we will be working the second corner, that is 3 triple crochets followed by 3 chains and 3 triple crochets. So here I am done with my second corner, and again into the next 3 chain 2 spacing, we will be working 3 double crochets each. So just continue with this pattern till the end of the round. So I worked in total 4 corners, and in between the corners I worked 3 blocks of 3 double crochets. Now in order to end the 4th round, slip stitch on top of the 4th chain worked. Now the 5th round we will be working with the same yarn, so we need not cut the yarn. Work 1 chain, and going into the same space, work 1 single crochet. Moving to the next triple crochet worked, work 1 single crochet. Again work 1 single crochet. Now we have come across the chain 3 spacing of the corner. So going into the space, work 3 single crochets. And into each of the stitches we'll be working a single crochet. So in this round we'll be working single crochets all the way around, and this is basically done so as to give a neat edging around our granny square. So just continue with this pattern, working single crochets into each of the stitches, and when you come across the chain 3 space of the corner, just work 3 single crochets into the chain 3 space. So after working the last single crochet, I slip stitch on top of the first single crochet work and cut my yarn. So that completes our Sunburst Granny Square tutorial. Now these granny squares can be used for various crochet projects like crochet purses, handbags, backpacks, baby blankets and many more. I hope you found this tutorial really very useful as well as interesting too. In case of any queries, please let me know through comments. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.